Congratulating the Justice and Electoral Committee and those members who engaged fully in respect of this bill and the consideration of it, particularly the way that there was cross-party debate and engagement again in respect of these matters, and the Labour Party team led by Charles Chauvel and supported by Carol Beaumont and Carmel Sepuloni, and the New Zealand Green Party represented by Dr Kennedy Graham, and the national members, Deputy Chair Simon Bridges, Paul Quinn, Kanwal Bakshi, and Hekia Parata, and then Amy Adams contributed well too. And it's interesting, but it is great to be part of a committee that over 3 years has worked well together, has processed a large amount of legislation, and I think those members can be pleased to and satisfied to see their fingerprints all over various pieces of legislation that we have transacted in, and legislation that is better for the time that it is spent before the committee. I do believe that from time to time the law needs reforming and the conventions need questioning. I don't believe we have a situation where the rule of law will stay the rule of law forever, and it shouldn't, because the circumstance of those appearing before the court on either side and those presiding over the court change. And it was interesting to note that, for instance, submissions made by the late Principal District Court Judge were that we should extend the sentence threshold for jury trials to 5 years, which ran at odds with a number of submissions and certainly at odds with where the bill has ended up. There were also speeches given by the judiciary, and I'm thinking of Justice Bruce Robertson and a speech that he made which talked about the need and the sensibility of identifying issues. However, it is a fact that in making criminal law, there is a need to have some consensus, not only because of the numbers in this debating chamber, but because the need for having an enduring criminal law so that people understand the law that they have to live under. And it is not a branch of the law that can be chopped and changed with changes in government. And so I'm pleased to see that we have come to a place now, after the debate through this committee, the changes that were made through the committee and the negotiations that have gone on since then in order to bring the bill to the place where it is today, that has seen some changes and some concessions made by both sides of the House. Whereas I agree that justice delayed can be justice denied, I don't agree that justice sped up is necessarily any form of justice at all. And I agree with the previous speaker that we do need to ensure that that cases are explored, that people are given the opportunity to present cases in the way that they wish to, in case that is fair to them. It is a sad case that quite frequently the question most asked in courts is from the defendant to his counsel in the order of what just happened. It shouldn't be that case. But I am pleased to see that a number of these provisions will expedite justice, will ensure that provision is given for cases to be heard and well considered, and at the same time for it to proceed in a timely manner. And I commend this bill to the House.
Call the Honourable Leanne Dalzell.